dreamers! Welcome back to Little People Big Dreams. I'm Lori. Thank you so much for coming back again. So today, we're going to discover one of the most famous and outspoken climate change activists worldwide right now. She has not only been at the forefront of protesting for drastic change in government policies worldwide. Plus, she's also the founding member of the grassroots NGO School Strike for Climate. I'm sure some of my dreamers have heard of that. And did you know that? She founded this movement when she was only, 15 years old. 15 years young. So today Lori's gonna introduce to all my dreamer this incredible young woman named Greta Thunberg. That's right. When young Greta learned of the climate crisis, she stopped talking. She couldn't understand why people in power were not doing anything to save our Earth. One day, she started striking from school, and soon, lots and lots of youth joined Greta worldwide in this monumental climate change movement that shook adults and politicians alike. Alright, let's not delay. Let's go meet this urgent story of this climate change activist, Greta Thunberg. Okay, let's go! Little People, Big Dreams. Greta Thunberg. Written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Viguera, illustrated by Anke Weckman. Greta was a little Swedish girl who learned from her parents to turn off the lights, not to waste water, and never throw out food. 3 simple lessons for being kind to nature that most grown-ups haven't quite learned yet. Look at the little Greta. In their garden, so beautiful. She was very proud of her great-grand-uncle Svante, a brilliant scientist who 100 years before Greta was born made an alarming discovery. The planet was warming up, and humans were the ones responsible for it. But even though adults have known this for a long, long time, not much has been done to change it. Every day, millions of tons of toxic gases are thrown into the air. Look at these toxic gases. So Greta wondered what would be left of the planet when she grew up. At school, she watched a film about climate change. Most students were worried about polar bears losing their homes because of the North Pole melting. But once the film was over, everyone just forgot about it. Everyone except Greta. Greta, she didn't forget about it. She felt so hopeless about the future that she stopped talking. Yes, Greta just stopped talking one day. Doctors said she has selective mutism and Asperger's syndrome, which meant she would only speak and pay attention to what was really, really important to her. See, little Greta? Paying attention to the plants and the ladybug. Some may have thought that these were 2 terrible conditions, but it ended up becoming Greta's greatest powers. They helped her to stick to her promise, to do everything she could to slow down the planet's warming. Look at little Greta go with her superpowers. Greta started by convincing her parents to give up air travel and stop eating meat altogether. But there were dozens of other little things she could do too. She knew that she couldn't stand up for something without walking the walk and talking the talk. See? All the signs that Greta put up on the refrigerator. Buy only if necessary. Avoid plastic. Ride my bike. Eat more veggies. Plant a tree. And definitely recycle. I wonder what other sign is little Greta making over there. Looks like a big sign. Let's find out. She had done her homework, but it wasn't enough. To stop global warming, politicians had to do theirs too. So one day, instead of going to school, Greta had decided to sit quietly in front of the Swedish parliament with a sign that she made. Cruelty-free for climate. I wonder what does that mean? What do you think? Not very many people noticed her that first day, but it didn't bother Greta. She kept going with her strike every single Friday, and every time she got there, more and more students joined her. There is no planet B. Fridays for future. No more excuses. Save our future. Wake up, everybody! Because it's the school strike for the climate. It was time for children to wake up the adults. Wake up, wake up! Soon, all over the world, thousands of students started skipping school to protest outside of their city halls, fighting for the future of the next generation. This is the school strike for the climate. You see, all over the world. Inspired by Greta's story, millions of people, and I mean millions of people, from Melbourne to San Francisco, flooded the streets in the first world strike against global warming. It was the biggest environmental protest ever. She crossed the ocean on a wind and solar powered boat to speak in front of world leaders. Look at all these world leaders listening to little Greta. Let's see what Greta has to say. In the name of all children, Greta asked people in power to stop making up excuses and start acting before it is too late. Look at the brave little Greta. She's so brave, representing everyone, especially all the children global-wide. So, what started with just one girl with a handmade sign that said "School Strike for the Climate" became a movement that includes us all. Because global warming is the greatest challenge humanity will ever face. But little Greta is no longer alone. No. We're all gonna join her to save Mother Earth. Wow, all my dreamers! What an incredible girl Greta Thunberg is! That is amazing! What started with just one little girl with one handmade sign, to now, that's a movement that includes all of us all over the world. And little Greta, she became someone that would tell the truth when no one else would. What a brave soul. Thanks to little Greta's dream of believing that those who dare to speak out and speak up can really change the world for the better. That's right. Just like Greta, we should all use our voice and we should all speak up about issues that will make our world a better place to live in. And remember, we should all speak up for those who don't have a voice as well, like animals in factory farms. They don't have rights, they don't have a voice, but we do. We have rights and we have a voice. So it should be our responsibilities to speak up for those who need us. And that's right, we should speak up for their suffering because a lot of people do not know what they go through due to ignorance and lack of knowledge of what is really going on in the world. So my dreamers, let's all make a difference today, right now. We have no more time, just like Greta said. So act now. And no matter how small you think the actions are, or no matter how small you think your voice is, every single one of you can make a difference, just like little Greta has shown us. So my dreamers, dream on. Save our future. Stop CO2. Urgence climatique. School strike for climate. Science, not silence. There is no planet B. Stop Biocito. Fridays for future. No more excuses. Wake up!